what it is and what it ain't. I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. But first, y'all need to hit that post notification bell button so you'll be in the loop every time I drop a new video. Well, we finna talk about that beef between Mr. Fab and Turf Talk. Now, a lot of y'all don't know these two had a beef, you know what I mean? Because these two basically from the same soil, you know what I mean? Them Oakland, California streets, you know, even though Turf Talk, he really from Vallejo and he the nephew of E40, but you know what I mean? Mr. Fab, he from the Bay, you know what I mean? And he got his little clothing store out there and everything like that. But you know, back in the days when Turf Talk was blowing up and making a little noise, the company came up to him, you know, the big record label, and was like, hey man, we looking at y'all, man. We want to sign one of y'all. We really want Mr. Fab, but we want you. But we trying to bring gangster hip hop back to the West Coast. Because this was when the South was blowing up megally, man. And, you know, Turf Talk was starting to get a little buzz. But, you know, a lot of niggas was like, niggas, he claiming L.A. and shit. Nigga, you not from L.A., nigga. You from Vallejo. You know what I mean? And he was on court TV and shit like that. You know what I mean? So a lot of people was like, yeah, man, he might be able to get signed. But all in all, it really hurted him when he went to go get signed because he never got signed because the label just picked Mr. Fab instead, because Mr. Fab, he was ready. He had the yellow school bus, he had the jury and stuff. He was over there freestyling with Cassidy, Freeway. You know what I mean? He was a battle rapper. You know what I mean? And he was getting his name known all through the battle rap scenes, but the nigga be wearing this big ass chain and all this yellow and shit. You know what I mean? With all these fruity colors and shit. This around the hyphy time. And you know, Turf Talk would act like he was a gangster, you know, walk around with Dickie suits and plain outfits and shit with a rag on. And his girlfriend said he was a pimp too, a part-time pimp, you know. But that's another story. But the people end up choosing to take Mr. Fab over Turf Talk, and he was really hurt about the situation. So he was trying to hate on Mr. Fab, because he was like, man, if y'all really want gangster rap, look at me. I'm the epitome of gangster rap, you know what I mean? But if you want hyphy, some niggas uh, shaking his head, shaking his dreads, and bouncing around, jumping around on a motherfucking school bus, then you go for that type of music, because he was trying to disrespect everybody that was doing that hyphy stuff back then, like Mac Dre, J Diggs, you know, everybody that was doing that shit, you know what I mean? Because he wasn't doing that type of music, you know what I mean? And, you know, he was like, well, God, go ahead and take them. And, you know what I mean? May God bless y'all. And he walked up out the office because they didn't pick him. And he was a hater of their music ever since, and he never really liked them niggas. But he did work with damn near everybody from the Bay and from LA. Turf Talk did, but that was a situation where he felt better that Mr. Fab got chose for a major record deal over him. Peace of mind.